Chapter 1 of Puss in Boots, Jr. in Fairyland. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Larry Wilson. Puss in Boots, Jr. in Fairyland by David Cory. The Magic Rug. Well, as the magic rug sailed on, as I mentioned in the storybook before this, Puss said to the funny little man who was the owner of the rug, you remember, "Where are we going?" "Just wait and see," replied the funny little man, who, by the way, had a red turban on his head and a long pipe in his mouth. And the smoke that came out of the pipe made it almost seem to Puss as if he were on a train of cars, with an engine puffing and snorting in the front. "Yes, you just wait and see," the funny little man repeated. "If we always knew where we were going, there'd be very little fun in going sometimes." Well, after a while they came to a big city with tall spires, with great big immense bells, carved lions and horses in the squares where fountains spouted and bands played. And pretty soon after the magic rug came down to the sidewalk as gently as you please, and Puss jumped off and stretched his legs. For he had sat cross-legged all the while, you know, just like a Turk, and so had the funny little man. "This is Babylon," said the owner of the magic rug. "You are in a strange city, Sir Cat, and Mother Goose Country is many miles away." And just then a parrot in a great big gold cage began to sing. "Over the hills and over the sea, the magic rug has brought you to me. I am the parrot that talks like a man, so hark to the language I speak if you can. Polly wants crackers and maybe some cheese, so pass the refreshments at once if you please." But of course Puss didn't have anything to eat with him, so he stepped into a little shop near by and bought some sweet crackers and cheese, and the parrot was so delighted that she gave him a blue feather out of her tail to put in his cap. And after that the funny little man rolled up his magic rug and placed it under his arm. "Now come with me," he said to Puss, "and you shall see the loveliest princess in the world." So Puss followed, and by they came to a castle with great high gates. And when the funny little man touched them with the fringe of his magic rug, they swung open. So he and Puss walked in, and the first thing they saw were two beautiful peacocks with tails like fans. "What is your errand?" asked the larger peacock, and he fanned his tail back and forth till Puss Jr.'s hat nearly blew off. "I would take my friend Puss in Boots, Jr., to see the beautiful princess," replied the funny little man. And in the story after this you shall hear what happened next. End of chapter 1.